Season's greetings from the Maria Holder Diabetes Center. If you or your loved one is impacted by diabetes and have questions, the Barbados Diabetes Foundation has the answers.
It's always easier to reverse diabetes, certainly control it properly and avoid complications if you at least know that you have it.
So it's just again to re-emphasize the importance of good diabetic care. And diabetic care involves really almost every part of the body. So it's your feet, your heart. But again, we're coming back to what our main focus is at this time is the eye care.
The Maria Holder Diabetes Center, located in Warren, St. Michael, is your source of diabetic care. You can reach them by calling 243-EYES, 243-3937 for more information.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
Ho, ho, ho! Season's greetings and Merry Christmas! From the Maria Holder Diabetes Center, who are the sponsors of the next 15 healthy minutes you will hear on 100.7 QFM, along with the Barbados Diabetic Eye Screening Program and the Barbados Community Foundation. Good Christmas afternoon, Q family. This is Peter Boyce here. I hope I am not interrupting your Christmas lunch or anything.
You're interrupting it!
But then again, this might be a good time because even though it's Christmas, if you are diabetic or pre-diabetic, you still have to watch what you eat and drink. And that is why we will feature some tips for you today on how you can modify your drinking during this festive season so you don't end up having any health scares. We don't want that to happen to you. All of this complements the Maria Holder Diabetes Center located in Warren, St. Michael, where you can get all your diabetic needs met. Q is good for you and the Maria Holder Diabetes Center is good for you too. But before we go to nutritionist Victoria Cox, we will first go to the official Christmas message from the Maria Holder Diabetes Center being done by Dr. Diane Brathwaite.
Happy holidays to everybody out there. Can you believe that 2024 has just kind of hurried by on us? But on behalf of the staff and the board of the Maria Holder Diabetes Center for the Caribbean, I want to wish all of you out there, I think, just a blessed holiday season. Merry Christmas. In advance from me, Happy New Year, though we're not quite there as yet. And I think let's just take the moment to just reflect, I think, on the positives, the blessings, the lessons learned. Because even when challenges exist, there are always positives. For me personally, I gain my strength from trying to focus on the positive and hopefully learning from the negative parts. We want you to be mindful as you go about your activities with your family, friends, and loved ones. Being careful as to what you eat, how you balance out your food. Remember that a good little burst of exercise will help to control some of those extra kind of calories and sugars that you may be consuming during the holiday season. So don't be scared to be active. Do it with loved ones and just balance everything out. Be safe. Avoid to limit alcohol consumption and just enjoy. We thank God for all the many blessings that He's placed in our life. And from me, Dr. Diane Brathwaite, I just want to say thank you for listening to me throughout the year, and thank you for supporting and patronizing our organization, and thank you for joining on to the show. I know that we have some persons who literally listen to the show, and for us that's actually a really big blessing, and we hope that we've been able to convey something positive to you and something that will help you in your own personal journey, whether you're living with diabetes or you have loved ones, families, or friends living with diabetes. Bye bye, be safe.
Here. Merry Christmas to everybody listening to 100.7 QFM. Now, I'm here because I has a question for our nutritionist, Victoria Cox. Now, I'm a diabetic, but the fellas here insisted that it's Christmas Day, so after all, I gotta drink one with her. So the question I have for Miss Cox is, as a diabetic, is it okay for me to drink alcohol at Christmas?
When it comes to alcohol consumption, whether we're talking about someone who's living with diabetes or just to the general public, my response is always going to be less is best. So you don't want to overdo alcohol in any situation. But if we're specifically thinking of persons living with diabetes, then again, not only do you want to have very few drinks, so maybe maybe only indulge in 1 or 2 alcoholic beverages, you want to choose the ones that have less sugar. So trying to avoid mixing drinks with soft drinks or regular soft drinks. You could use a diet drink or soda water or something like coconut water or just plain water, but avoiding soft drinks and juices. I would also suggest trying to stay away from very sugary cocktails, or there are some cocktail type drinks where you can actually order them and ask for the like simple syrup or whatever is being used to sweeten it on the side, where you can really control the amount of sugar that ends up in your actual drink. But definitely just trying to lean towards not overindulging in general. And I will say, especially for persons who take insulin, you don't want to drink alcohol on an empty stomach. So make sure you've had a healthy, balanced meal, because it can actually be such that drinking, having some alcoholic beverages on an evening, as I said, especially for those with insulin, can actually lead them to having a low blood sugar by the next morning or in the overnight period. So don't overdo, choose lower sugar options, and make sure you've had a healthy, balanced meal in advance.
Thank you for that, Miss Scott. So I'm going to be careful with the alcohol, but you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to drink ginger beer, because I like ginger beer bad, and it does not have any alcohol. So I can just drink ginger beer like there's no tomorrow, and what's that? So I gotta watch my ginger beer drinking too? Let me hear what Victoria has to say about drinking ginger beer.
When it comes to, trying to healthify sort of fun, festive drinks that we can make at home, such as something like ginger beer, ultimately we're going to be talking about the sugar, right? That's always what we're going to be looking to reduce. So whether it be ginger beer, whether it be something else like sorrel, the question is always going to be, how can I make it its healthiest, aka how can I make it with the least amount of sugar? And I would always encourage people to make the base of the drink, in this case, maybe make the base of the ginger beer without any sweetener or sugar at all, and then perhaps allow people to sweeten the drink themselves when they pour it into their own glass, because we tend to be a lot more mindful of the sugar when we're literally adding it to our cup by way of teaspoons, because we would think to ourselves, gosh, I wouldn't put 7 teaspoons of sugar in my tea, so it seems wrong to put 7 teaspoons of sugar in my glass of ginger beer. But when we sort of dump in a ton of sugar at the time of making it in this big junk, we lose all idea of how much sugar is going to actually end up in our individual glass. And sometimes it can be as much as 6, 7, 8 teaspoons of sugar per serving. So I would encourage you, to make it without the sweetener at all, and then maybe just sweeten it, as I said, in the glass, and always play into things that sort of bring with it a little bit of natural sweetness in flavor. So make the ginger beer or any drink really with something like a cinnamon stick. Some cinnamon tends to sort of quote unquote sweeten things. And then yes, allowing everybody to sort of sweeten things to taste is a great way to actually help cut down on sugar overall.
Thank you, Victoria, because we all want to be healthy for Christmas, which leads us into our special song for today, Christmas Day, backed by popular request. This is Calypsonia D. Cameraman with his song Good Health for Christmas. Compliments the Maria Holder Diabetes Center.
Don't want no diabetes, don't want no cancer, no STDs, I want to live longer. Good health for Christmas.
Season's greetings from the Maria Holder Diabetes Center.
Good health for Christmas. Give me good health for Christmas.
Avoid to limit alcohol consumption.
It bound to kill ya. Too much salt, I tell ya. That is high blood pressure. Good health for Christmas. Give me good health for Christmas. Sugar in the black cake, salt in the ham, chemicals in chicken, grease in the lamb. Sugar in the black cake, salt in the ham, chemicals in chicken, grease in the lamb. Good health for Christmas.
You don't want to overdo alcohol in any situation.
Good health for Christmas.
Over the holiday season, drink a glass of water before your meal. You will feel fuller and you will eat less.
Everything in moderation. Everything in moderation. Everything everything in moderation. Whiskey a little bit, rum a little bit, brandy a little bit, whiskey a little bit, wine a little bit, when you dine a little bit. Good.
Reach for that extra glass of water. That is the smallest thing that you can do to make the biggest impact on your health.
Yes, for Christmas. That is good health for Christmas. Good health for Christmas.
Season's greetings from the Maria Holder Diabetes Center. Share the joy of giving this Christmas. This holiday season, honor your loved ones with a gift that truly makes a difference. Donate to the Barbados Diabetes Foundation in their name and receive a beautiful certificate of appreciation to share. Your donation will support and empower those living with diabetes in Barbados. Give health, give hope, give back. Call 417-0305 or email info@barbadosdiabetesfoundation.org to make your donation today. Together, let's make this Christmas unforgettable.
It is not too late for you to make that Christmas donation in your loved one's name to the Maria Holder Diabetes Center. But you might be asking yourself,
exactly what has happened with the money after I have made the donation?
Good question. So that is why we go to Dr. Diane Braffett for an answer.
So happy holidays to everybody, and I just want to share some information about our little donation kind of gift giving drive for the holiday season. Here at the foundation we have a lot of different patients, but we also get a cohort of patients, some from the polyclinic and some who are coming privately, but they may have lesser means or be indigent or whatever is the case, or they may have means and they can't quite afford them. So if you are on board with us, you can give a donation. You can give it on the behalf of yourself. It can be on the behalf of somebody, or even on the behalf of a loved one who may have been living with diabetes. And your donation can go to many things. It helps sometimes with food items for some patients who are elderly and may not be able to afford what they need. A footwear, offloading. Some people who have had ulcers or amputations need special types of footwear and devices to help their ulcer heal faster. So these are a lot of the things that we kind of give our funds to, and sometimes some older people may come here, however they got here, they can't get home, we have to call them a taxi. So it's simple things. So any donation you guys can give would be well appreciated and also well used. And while it's a holiday donation, our donation drive will continue throughout 2025. And with that said, I want to thank Shirley Gemma and her family, that's a client, and they gave a donation to the gift giving drive yesterday, and I'd like to give it to you. So here you go. Happy holiday to whoever it benefits. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And happy holidays to everybody out there. Remember, take care of yourselves. Don't be excessive. Still have fun, but just take care of yourself, please. And we'll see you again next year. Bye-bye.
Thanks a lot, Dr. B.
Bye-bye.
You just heard Dr. Diane Braffett along with the general manager of the center. Right, Peter boys, it's time for you to let people place though, so they can continue to enjoy the Christmas. I am leaving, but remember, if you want diabetic eye screening or vascular screening, the Maria Holder Diabetes Center. All of that eating that you're doing for Christmas, you might need to make an appointment with nutritionist Victoria Cox to get you back on track. The number is 417-0305. So from me personally and the Maria Holder Diabetes Center and the Barbados Community Foundation, Merry Christmas! So tune in next time. Same Q time, same Q station.
Our doors are always open at the Diabetic Centre. Any concerns about family members, please give us a call and come and see us. I'm always happy to discuss any needs, look at your feet, give you some advice, and that's what we do. Just keep well and keep checking your feet.
If you or your loved one is impacted by diabetes and have questions, the Barbados Diabetes Foundation has the answers.
It's always easier to reverse diabetes, certainly control it properly and avoid complications if you at least know that you have it.
But it's just again to re-emphasize the importance of good diabetic care. And diabetic care involves really almost every part of the body. So it's your feet, your heart. But again, we're coming back to what our main focus is at this time is the eye care.
The Maria Holder Diabetes Center, located in Warren, St. Michael, is your source of diabetic care. You can reach them by calling 243-EYES 243-3937 for more information. Season's greetings from the Maria Holder Diabetes Center.